Hi, Rose. I'm going to do your past life reading and healing now. So, I've read your emails here, and you've got quite a lot. We'll see where Spirit wants to take me with this. So, okay, where do we begin? First off, you really do choose to have a positive outlook on life in every way possible. And somehow, in between your positive outlook, there's just something that's not really fulfilling in the heart. Like, you really want a little bit more than what you're experiencing. But you do choose to stay on the upside and just be accepting as best you can with the way life is, which is awesome. Life isn't exactly easy on earth, and so even if it's not, there's something missing, you're still choosing to do the best you can to accept. You're choosing to seek spiritual answers in order to create more in your life, right? So you have some physical ailments. You have issues with high blood pressure, which you take medicine for, pain and pressure at the top of the spine, at the back of the neck area, and it can be around the throat as well. Multiple painful cysts in both breasts, which you can't get rid of and they keep appearing after having many already, so they come and go. So you also have a history of cancer in your family as well. I've been taking all this in, so we'll see where spirit takes us. You also have some challenges with sinus issues, even painful in the nerve endings of the teeth, too. There's some questions about relationships because you were in a very long-term relationship, which is still, you guys aren't together, but you're still able to get along with each other. You have a child together. And then you're in a current relationship that you've been in for 9 years, and there just hasn't been, life just haven't has not given you the proper balance for you guys to even live together. But it's a wonderful relationship. There's something not balanced about it. So you're wondering, you want to know more about this. So I'm just being patient. I'm just going through everything, make sure I've taken it all in here. Yeah. Okay. I feel ready. Okay. All right, Rose. So let's see what they show me first. I'm just redabbling through all of the physical ailments and then just the relationship challenges and then just your feelings with life too, which it's okay to acknowledge if life is kind of, it's not the wow factor, and you want it to be. And you're getting a reading for a reason. You want it to be the wow factor. You're acknowledging you need something more. So let's see what we can do here for you. All right, a fascinating first image is like a scary clown. The scary clown actually has a child, picks up the child, has the child in one arm while the other arm has like some Edward Scissorhands and is going into the child from behind the back. I mean, scary clown image to the max right now. There's some disruptive energy flow here. I mean, this is violent. This is a part of your infinite reflection. All of us have reflections like this of violence and stuff. So I'm going in and I'm touching it gently. There's a invisible channel here of energy that's connected to this clown head. I know this is a past life reading, but this is what they're showing me first. It's odd. It's sort of like, it's a tube that's connected to the clown head, and then it's an invisible thing. I can see it, just the movement allows me to see a shape that then turns upward like that. This image is breaking apart really quickly. They're saying distorted is the word that I hear, is distorted. The image is becoming distorted very quickly. But the thing is it feels smoother, it feels calmer, it feels more balanced, and it's sort of rippling like water, and it's not really, the evil clown or scary clown is just starting to dissipate, and it's not really a part of this anymore. Everything feels healthier and a lot happier. They're asking me if I know where that is coming from. They're showing me, as they ask this, they show me what is they're saying this is part of the physical body, but it honestly looks like a butterfly with a tube. And it also looks like a moth as well. They're saying there's a lot more deeper emotions within you that you really need to allow to come out and heal. There's something about acceptance when there's something when acceptance isn't balanced anymore. And part of your jarring experience has to do with really feel things. Really start feeling how you really feel inside. You know what? This really sucks. Or I'm really upset that I am dealing with all of these physical ailments. It's okay to be frustrated in life. There's something about releasing natural emotions. I don't know how to describe it because there's something honoring when you choose to say, heaven has blessed me time and time again, and I can't complain too much with these ailments. But there's something on the inside that's like a shattered glass shard that looks like a scary clown going this with a child that needs healing. There's some part of you that needs healing. I'm waiting for them to show me where this is coming from. It's quite dark and it's quite scary, to be honest. Another image of what is a dark arm. There's a dark man here. Everything is in darkness, and there's something he's writing on. The ground is shaking. There's some sort of earthquake experience. But this is, to me, a real reflection of how scary this man is. It's making my body shake. That's how it feels. Violence that just is not, it's just not right, is what. It's softening again. It is smoothing out like butter. Even this image is starting to smooth out. I'm telling you, what is inside your infinite sphere, there's a lot of huge rifts in there. And these need to come out. And they're just coming out in little miniature burps of scary. And they're really quickly healable, which is nice. I'm able to touch this image very softly and gently and help it to heal. There's something with a hang noose and the neck snapping really quickly. I mean, they're only letting me experience what is this sensation of the thing around the neck, and then actually the sensation of broken neck from being hung. Like the neck actually, the head seems to disconnect from the neck is really what it's like. I mean, and it comes into the back of the spine. I mean, it's almost like the entire thing disconnects. It's kind of gross. And the body is shaking because the snap of it's like the spine snaps. They said this is going to heal you quite a lot. This one. They're saying, yes, you were hung in a past life, and it is having a reflection here. It is inspired by something else going on in your life. I'm literally, they're wanting me to stay with the image. I'm seeing what is a young man hanging. He's skinny. He's pretty skinny. And he's hanging on a noose. This does not feel like the Wild West. This feels like somewhere else. But he was just put on there. His eyes are closed and his kind of tongue is, his tongue is out. He's been shaking on this thing, like rattling. And I get to feel this neck. Literally, it's like the head disconnected from his neck entirely. They want me to wait here patiently while this heals inside of your reflection. Acknowledging it, seeing it, allowing it to be known to your infinite reflection. There's something about when you have this awareness, you let it sink in, and then the body starts to acknowledge that it is not associated with that lifetime anymore, so it can disconnect. This is going to help a lot with this around the neck and the spinal area. I'm to do something here additional with this. This is a really big deal. Because the age of this young man, the emotional terror experienced at this time, it created a very loud banging echo that has rung through into this lifetime even. I am to go to him now and cut this I'm taking the rope off of his neck. I'm helping his head to feel connected to the neck again. I'm helping his body to stop shaking. I'm helping him to wake up, put the tongue back where it goes. I'm here standing with him, helping him to see that it is over now. I'm telling you, that was absolutely jarring for your infinite reflection. It was absolutely jarring and terrible. He's crying right now. He's sitting in a sort of an Indian style. He's crying. He's holding his head. He's saying, "Why did this happen to me?" He's really upset about it. He hasn't been able to express his emotions. It's a part of you, a part of your soul got fragmented in this lifetime, and this really needed to be acknowledged. This needed to go. This needed healing. So I'm sort of like just an angel here with your soul fragment, allowing the soul fragment to express its emotions and release properly from that life experience. He's still crying. This is also you releasing emotion. If you feel rather emotional for no reason for the next few days, it's because you're healing from that lifetime. I'm telling you, it's pretty intense for me in my own heart. Something about the experience, it created not only so much grief and upset in his emotional body, but even a violent side too, where he is quite spiteful about what this is. I don't know why this happened. I don't know what he did. I don't know what inspired it. I'm just allowing him to share emotions. He's doing good. He's actually standing up. He's starting to become strong and self-sufficient. And he's releasing the anger and the aggressive side now. As he does this, there's something that pops up from what is, I don't know, like a wooden stand, and then there's a bunch of ropes hanging, and then it just sort of went, I don't know what this is. It's just a piece of wood that flipped up and a spring attached to it. He's angry. He wants to rip this entire scene apart. They're saying we encourage him to release his emotions, allow him to rip the thing apart. So I say, okay. They're really encouraging you to have more emotions, you to really just share, feel, experience. Live is feeling too. Having all the feelings is the blessing. Not to continue to contain them inside through choosing acceptance. It's okay to share how you feel deeply inside. And you're feeling deeply about certain things in your life, even wanting to make decisions. That you just don't know how to make the decisions because you don't know how to feel about them, because you need to focus on having emotions and feeling. Actually practice at it. It's something strange, like you manage to kind of create a numbing sensation, then you really need to have emotions. You really need to have real emotions, and that's fine. It's okay to have real emotions. Let's see. I'm telling you, this guy is releasing so much anger. He's actually breaking his own reflection apart, and through that creating absolutely destructive energy that is smashing this entire thing apart. On the inside of all of this, quite a dash. I mean, he looks like Thor in a really handsome outfit. He does. And so he's just standing there and he's like, wow. I was like, wow, he's really handsome. And this young man was this Thor man. I mean, he's got to be in his late 30s or early 40s, and he's got longer hair and a blonde and then pulled back some. And he's wearing, I don't know what this outfit is made out of, but there's some leather pieces to it, but there's a dark red color to his shirt. That's what I'm seeing quite clearly. So he's really quite dazzling, as his expression is just sort of breaking everything apart, which is necessary. He's very calm on the inside of what is a lot of moving energy around him and then just kind of destructing off around him. And as this destruction happens, everything is sort of soothing itself and calming down and finding a balance. It's even his light is even absorbing all the energy, and the light itself is diminishing it. And so it has absolutely no, it is not a reflection at all that is a part of you and who and what you are today. It's a part of the Akashic records, or however you want to call it. It's part of your orb of wisdom now. It's disconnected from having an infinite reflection into, an echo into your life right now. I'm just standing there. He's glowing. He's smiling at me. He's saying that he's telling me he is part of this young man's reflection. He feels amazing. He feels reborn. He feels totally rejuvenated. He feels like he aged. He looks at least 10 years older or so than that young man. He's smiling and he's almost laughing at me like he knows something I don't know. There's something that he's swinging in his hands. I don't know. It's like a soap on a rope. He's swinging it. I was like, I don't know what that is. It's something swinging and it's got something on it so it creates it just more speed or something. Something on it. Oh. You could throw it up and then hook it onto something and then it's hooked and then you could actually climb up the rope now. It's making me dizzy. All that spinning business. He's wanting me to let go of that scene with him and enter into the new scene. So I'm in the new scene. I literally see a rope and it is against some sort of wall here. It's made out of stone material. I'm just doing this with it to see if it's tight on there, if it's safe to climb it. I am this man again. I am climbing this wall. I am at the top of the wall. I'm looking on the other side. I'm looking on both sides of the wall. I hear the word adventurer. And this man looks across with his hand like this. He looks across on both sides of the wall. What is actual people and like a whole setting of a town inside this wall? And on the other side is all grass and land and everything over there. He feels like a bird. He feels like I can see everything from here. I feel like a bird. I can go whatever side of this wall I want to go. I have the free will to choose which side. They're saying this would be something like a vagabond or somebody who was just a journeyer through, just wanted to travel and see new places. A real free spirit is what they say. A real free spirit. And the joy of that experience is unimaginable. The joy this man experienced is unimaginable. I'm talking that I'm not able to say right now. I'll try and come back to it though. They want me to stay in the emotion and the experience. He can see everything. He can even see when there's danger coming. He has the ability to see very well. It's not just about the fact that he's on top of a tall wall. He can kind of see off into the distance and then just see if somebody's coming. There's something about his sense. He has some extra sensory ability. Like he just senses things. Like some true huntsman, that just knows things about nature. Things just can hear the voice of Mother Earth or can hear the wind speaking about something. I mean, it's magical or something. But it wasn't magical. It was he just had a really good perceptive ability. He could sense things. He just could sense things. He's quite athletic. This man is quite athletic. They want you to know that this man is you. This handsome Thor man is you. That's what they're saying. It's just so surreal, They're saying the young boy is also the Thor man, is also you. So they're saying that when I see Thor as also being this young man, is also being you. You are the young man. You are Thor. They are you. They're all. So how are we? How is their past lives when we're all blended in oneness? It's just really crazy like that. But there's quite a clear separation between what this man was and what that young man had experienced are two different people, but yet the same soul, right? I'm telling you, the peace I'm experiencing right now is it's just amazing. It's peace, but it's real joy. It's curiosity. It is searching for something that is excites the heart. And there's never a sensation of real danger. It's really a sensation of curiosity and exploring in a really amazing way. But there's something really almost like Robin Hood-ish about it. I mean, this man has some skills. I mean, like he could have some fighting skills and such. They're so slow and so quiet and so peaceful and so relaxed as I'm in your spiritual atmosphere. It's just smoothly moving into you right now. They're wanting me to stay here watching him on top of this. Your soul, your body, your mind, your emotions, everything that is you needs this nourishment. So I'm just staying with it. It is helping you grow beyond where you are right now. So you can see at the top of this very tall wall, 360 degrees, two completely different worlds. A world where there are people living in a village and inside of a wall, and a world where it's totally freedom, total freedom. He comes from freedom to stand on the wall so that you can see the difference between what is total freedom to move and go as you please and be curious and explore totally new things. Over you can live within the wall in the framework of the wall and the life inside the wall. And so you have boundaries, and you know there's restrictions on how much you can do, where you can go, and what you can feel. They're really encouraging you to embrace the explorer within. This man is he's amazing. I mean, I would tell you, this guy's got stories to tell, and you would want to hear them all night long for the next 5 months. That's kind of how it feels. And this is really you as well. Something about you that is also a lot like this. Because you have a captivating side to you, a side that really wants to share. It wants to share from a place that is really amazing like this. Really amazing life experiences. Not life experiences that are just, if this is the heartbeat monitor and there's no beeping. I mean, because there's just acceptance. So let's make it beep. We go beep, beep. Let's get it going here. Let's really kickstart the heart here with experiences that create emotions, right? Create vulnerability, create feelings of overwhelming feelings, but dashing feelings too. Just start feeling. He asked me which side of this fence I should go. Should I drop on the side of the town, or should I come back down here where there's freedom? I'm saying we already know what's going to happen inside the other side. You should come down, and then the whole world is your oyster on the other side of that wall. The whole world is your oyster. And he smiles big because he knows exactly what I'm saying, what I mean, and I know exactly what he means by what he is saying too. He says, how shall we journey through this never-ending world? Could we ride a horse, or what should we do? How should we go? Do you want me to walk from one place to the next? And they say, well, I don't know, maybe we can create a log ride or something. There's something about doing it differently, doing it so randomly, something so unpredictable, and nobody ever thought of it that way. He says, so shall we take a log ride? down this pathway through the forest into Grandma's house. I say, let's go past Grandma's. Let's see how far the log ride takes us. I want to get splashed too, so it's got to be a little rough in some places. He says, so a rough journey is okay sometimes. And I was like, well, as long as I'm able to laugh still, then yeah, I guess it's okay to get some rough water, because it's fun to get splashed. He asks if I think you are enjoying getting splashed in your life, and I say, well, her splashes are kind of challenging, and I don't know how much laughter you can get out of some of those challenges. He says, so we're talking about this right now, how we can create splashes in your life through many other past lives that could help and share more wisdom. I mean, this is also your higher self speaking to me through him as well. Very wise. I'm seeing a very charming, beautiful woman, and she has a legit wig on, and it's so crazy looking. It goes really high up, and then it's got like a white stripe in it. I mean, would they have done that? But it's sort of gray. It's really, it's like the posh version. It's not like they wore gray like wigs to make them look older, and just, I mean, but the curls are crazy. It's just like it's like a foot high on top of her head. She's wearing an amazing pink gown. Her skin is really, she's just beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. And it's like, well, why? It's so weird that they're wearing a wig. Like, I want to see what is her natural hair color. I don't even know. I'm thinking that it's really dark chestnut, sort of brown color, but I don't know. There's her. They've been sort of preparing this dress, so there's sort of a seamstress with pins, and they're trying to get it just right for her size, etc. And she's sort of trying on this wig as she's giggling some. She's very beautiful, probably like 16 or 17. I mean, she's very beautiful, definitely of a royal class of some kind. I don't know. And there's something else, another image, so I can see what she looks like when she's not getting dressed with a wig. And her hair is a dark brown color, and it's sort of in lots of little pins to just hold it up and keep it from falling out. And there's no light in here. There's just like a fire. There's candle lights. It's just dim in here. It's a dark room, but it's big. She doesn't feel actually very happy. She's sort of smiling. I mean, she looked very happy in the other room. It was bright. I could see everything. And this room is very dim. And her personality or her emotions are kind of dim too. There's something about romance, and there's no man sleeping in her bed. She's just something about that. She's crying. She's thinking deeply about relationship. It hasn't come to me what it is yet. If she's supposed to marry somebody she doesn't love, or she just feels lonely, or I'm not sure what it is yet. I'm just waiting for her. She's speaking through her emotions and looking into her mirror, and she's removing pins out of her hair. Lots of them. She's looking into the mirror at her face. She's not crying, she's just looking at her face in the mirror. There's some angry energy that is sort of in her head, swirling here. There's a knock on the door. She sees something that is making her very, I mean, it's almost like she's angry. It's as creepy as she's looking at herself in the mirror. She was crying and just feeling really sad, and it had to do with the fact that she was alone, and that was her massive room, and something along those lines. She's definitely sad related to a relationship. As she just sort of comes to a calm state, she's pulling these pins out, she just stops and she looks into the mirror. As she looks into the mirror, she just starts to get kind of like evil, like an evilness sort of is coming over her, and she sees a reflection of kind of a demonic image on the other side looking back at her. I'm supposed to say it is a reptilian. She sees, and sometimes they're demonic. I don't know if this is a demon or if it's an alien, but it's making her feel rather evil. And then she's got a swirling sort of thing here, and it's just really dark. The way she feels. Now, there's a knock at the door, so I'm just going to wait and see what happens here. She's kind of releasing that side of her as well, and she's putting her brush down. She's going to go to the door. The youthful, innocent nature of her is returning, and she feels like a happy young girl again. I mean, it's almost as if she has like a really severe case of, I mean, her emotions are seriously sporadic. She likes the evil, though, I'm telling you. She likes it more than she likes the innocent, sweet girl side of her. But yet she associates more with the innocent girl than the evil side. There's a man at the door. He's like a butler or some servant. They're just having an exchange. She's closing the door, and she is against the wall. She's sitting on the floor. She's thinking again. I mean, it's like she just turned off all of her emotions again. It's like the door shut. She leaned against the door, and then she sort of sat down against the door. And she's sort of looking at all of her belongings, looking at her room, really thinking about who she is in this world, her stature in life. What does that mean exactly? But this isn't the evil side of her. I'm going to close my eyes for a minute, okay? There's definitely something scary about her. I'm going inside of her. There's a woman who's quite like a prostitute. I mean, this is some sort of reflection here. She's legitimate, a prostitute sitting it's very dingy, it's very gross in this space here. She's definitely outside. It's not very clean. It's dirty. It's rainy. I don't know where to place this, but she has had sex with so many people. Her body is really destroyed. She has no other choice is how she feels. So again, we're looking at a different version of relationships. But this is quite evil. I'm trying to make sense of this. I'm making sense of this woman's emotions by exploring her different reflections. She's different. She's very different. And then as I look inside of her heart, there is a version of her soul that is in quite a disturbing reality of sexual just... This woman has been molested, has been raped, has actually sold her body for money, has all different kinds of sexual nightmares just to survive, right? And then that is inside this woman's heart. And now she herself is not really knowing that that's inside there. She's just having definitely a various flow of emotional reactions to things as she's thinking. She's clearly at a high stature. So we're getting to experience what is the thought process of somebody at that sort of level of life who is also a teenager. And they asked me if I know where the evil is coming from. I was saying... that kind of evil, some souls do explore different versions of the totality. And that kind of evil is quite demonic. That's why I don't associate that with that lizard type creature. I associate more with being a demon than an alien. And there's some control, there's some sort of nurturing love experience that she has with that evil side of her. I mean, she is absorbing that evil sensation as though it is true love. And that's when things go backward. From what is balanced love to what is sort of evil love. I'm supposed to do some really quick healing here, both for this woman's emotions and the woman that was inside of her heart. I have to heal both of these reflections. They're saying both are you. They ask you, which lifetime would you prefer to experience between the two women? This woman in the gutter, basically, or this woman in the high places? And both are having emotional experiences, really sharing their emotions. So maybe now we understand why you're a little hesitant or really trying to create acceptance all the time. Because maybe you're just thankful that this is as bad. I mean, this is what it is versus anything else. But they want you to see there's so much dynamic going on here. And so I'm focusing on healing. I know I'm kind of past the timing here, but let me just see what I can do to heal both of them really quickly. They're just saying acknowledge both of them. I look into her eyes. I'm asking her to stand up. I'm telling her that I'm coming to her and we're going to heal her heart. This world is becoming it's just doing that ripple effect thing. She's starting to acknowledge that she is not a part of this world and the lifetime is complete now. I'm asking her if she can let go of the reflection of evil. Something that had happened in her life made her quite spiteful. She won't tell me her secret. They're saying it's okay. It needs, all of the whole lifetime is complete. It just needs to create the ripple that sends it into disconnection, and to warm her heart with real love, and to know that she was met by an angel, and the angel then healed her. And that is the truth now of this reflection, because the angel is also healing this very deep, painful reflection of this other lifetime in the gutter. I mean, this woman is pure pale white. Her hair is very dark. I mean, she almost looks like a vampire because her skin is so pale white. But she's also very malnourished. She's really skinny. She doesn't have a lot of energy, but she's trying to support herself in this way. I'm creating sunlight here. I'm drying up all the rain. It is not dirty. I'm removing all this sort of street way. She's in the sort of nature where the Thor guy was. We're all on the log ride. That other woman is also with us. I'm saying this is the journey of life. Let us continue on. Let's disconnect from these reflections. They are part of your past, so let's let them go into the past now. They agree. These sort of soul fragment pieces are letting go. There's some joy because there was a lot of heaviness felt from those lifetimes. They're saying this will help you to create perception so you know what to do in relationships in your own life today. And you'll have a new relationship with the experience of emotion and the experience of free will even, and the joy of free will. Because that man has free will. Those two women don't exactly have free will now, do they? The one in high places, she's kind of has to do as she is told to do. The other woman in the gutter, she's just trying to survive. So their free will is really sort of altered. I need to stay with it one more minute to heal it fully. Okay, so we're done. All right. Thank you for that incredible experience. It's very interesting, very unique. Be curious to see what you think about all of that. All right, so I'm going to share this. Thank you for your willingness to share this openly too with others, to experience your past lives and experience healing of past lives as well. And for those of you watching the video, if you'd like to experience a past life reading and healing, you may do so by visiting me at my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.